Welcome back, guys. I have 5 students in the room with me now. Mariam Naqib, good morning, Mariam. Ryan, Yasmin, Saeed, Hassan Ruhayyim, and Yusuf Awad. Welcome, guys. Waiting for some other guys to join us. Just 1 minute. Ready? Okay. Same guys. So I have Lolwa, Mariam Naqib, Ryan, Yasmin, Saeed, Yusuf Awad, Abdurrahman Baghdadi, Hassan Ruhaim, and Kiara. Okay. So in the first session, I started with questions on Patrick Henry's speech. Nobody answered me except Yasin. I have Osama Darwish now. This is Osama Darwish. And now we have some questions in the second speech. I just want to share the screen here. So if we look at the first question, based on Franklin's argument, would you have ratified the Constitution, guys? I'm asking the people who were following up in the first session, the 5 people who raised their hands, those who were following up. Based on Franklin's argument, based on his speech, would you have ratified, would you have accepted the Constitution? Although, you know, it has some drawbacks, mistakes, disadvantages, demerits, okay? Why and why not? I need your answers, please. If you were in the place of Franklin, would you accept or agree to the Constitution? Why and why not? Put your hands up, please, and you need just to say your opinion. Okay? Yes or no, and why? Waiting for your answer, guys. Yasin has just joined us. Yasin, I was asking the first question here in front of you. If you attended, if you were in Franklin's place, would you have ratified or accepted the Constitution? Yes or no? Why not? Guys, nobody wants to answer anything?
Yes, because he supported the British. He wanted to. He didn't want to fight them.
No, you misunderstand the question, Yasin. This was after the United States got their independence from England. We talk about the second speech now. Benjamin Franklin's speech. They are writing their constitution now, and it's time to ratify it or accept it. The man accepted it, although he knew that there were some mistakes in it, but he said it was the best thing we could do now. If you were in his place, would you ratify the Constitution? Would you accept it or no? Although you know there are some mistakes in it. Yes or no, and why?
Yes, because it symbolizes the American independence.
Good, thank you very much. A very good answer. Yes, because it acts as a symbol for the independent state. Thank you. Once a state has a constitution, then this state has the rules which rules everything. The rules, okay, which rule everything or govern everything, administer everything in the state. Because the Constitution, as you know, is the father of laws. From this Constitution, you can make or tailor as many laws as you can to rule the life or organize the life or the daily life of the people of this country. Thank you, Yassine. I love your answer. Another answer, guys. Guys, be more active. Hassan Ruhaim, if you can hear me, please. Can you write in the chat your opinion? Mariam al-Naqib, Abdurrahman Baghdadi, Yusuf Awad. Yusuf, I think you have the mic. Your mic is okay. Can you give me your opinion?
Yes, Mister.
Are you following up?
Oh.
Okay. What's your opinion?
Can you repeat again?
Mister, I have an answer.
Mister, may you repeat the question?
Yusuf, the question is in front of you. This means you weren't following up, Yusuf.
Mister, I have an answer.
Wait, Yassine, please. Or who's that? Osama? Wait, Osama, just a second. Yusuf, weren't you following up? Okay, Osama, go ahead.
No, Mister, because there can be mistakes in laws.
Maybe a good opinion, a very good opinion. Okay, yes or no, sorry, I wouldn't have ratified it because laws or constitution as the father of laws can't have mistakes. This is a very good opinion, Osama. I like it very much. Thank you. Okay, any more opinions, guys? Kiara, do you have something to say at this point? Kiara?
No.
No? Okay, thank you. Let's move on to second question. Why does Franklin feel that unanimity, again, unanimity means that all the members agree to something. All the members agree to something. For example, when I am in class and you are 29 students in the class, and I tell you that there is a quiz tomorrow and ask you, do you accept it? And you all say there is no problem. So you agree unanimously. All the people agree to something. So why does Franklin feel that unanimity among the delegates are the representatives of the different states, is essential, is important to the success of the United States? Question 2, letter A. Why does Franklin think that unanimity or ratifying the Constitution unanimously is the best thing at that time, the best thing to do at that time? Your participation, guys. Ryan?
Sir, the question 2?
Yeah, this is question 2A. Ryan, can you hear me? It's like
Mister, هو ينفع استعمل explain الquestion تاني بس؟
Okay, Osama. Question says, why does Franklin feel that unanimity? Again, Osama, unanimity means agreement. When I ask you a question in the class, I need your opinion, and you all say yes. For example, you agree unanimously. Yani all the people say yes. All the people. So why does Franklin feel that unanimity among the delegates, among the representatives, the people who were in the convention, in the meeting, is important to the success of the United States? It was a newly born country at that time, and he thought that all the people should accept this constitution. Why?
Because يعني there no be يعني there are no problems مثلا. They don't have any problems at the end of the constitution.
Yes, good. When all the people somewhere in the class, as I said, agree to an idea, this means nobody will make any problem. All the people have.
So no one disagrees يعني.
So this will help the idea succeed, right?
To everyone put his opinion
example,
in it.
Yeah, Osama suggests going on a trip to Cairo next February, and all the class agrees. But this will help the success of this trip. But if some of the people disagree, this will cause some problems, right? Thank you, Osama.
Yes.
Thank you very much for being active. Let's move on to the following question. Question 2b. Analyze what is his purpose in suppressing his opinions for the public good. Again, guys, what is his purpose? Why? What is his goal in suppressing and hiding his opinions? His opinions, he thinks that this constitution is not perfect. It has some flaws, it has some mistakes, but he said, I will not declare them outside this place for the good of the people. Okay, so what is his goal? What is his goal in hiding his opinions? Ryan, are you there now?
Yeah, Master, I'm here.
Okay. Can you see question 2b?
Yeah.
Do you understand it, or shall I explain it again?
Can you explain it again?
Okay. We said that Benjamin Franklin, thought that there are some mistakes in the Constitution. Okay?
Yes.
But outside the building in which he was giving the speech, he will not talk about them anymore for the good of the people. Okay? So why did he decide to hide these opinions?
He didn't want to create controversy.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. He didn't want, or he wanted this newly born constitution to succeed, right?
Yes.
If he goes out of this building, he goes back to his state, Pennsylvania, and says in public that he was a famous person and influencer, as we say today, and his opinion is influential in his people. And he said that the constitution is good, but it has some flaws or drawbacks. How do you think the people will accept this? They will not respect this constitution and it will not succeed, right? So once he hides these, every one of the attendees, when he goes back to his own state and hides these mistakes and say that this is a perfect constitution and so on, it will succeed, right? Can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to question 3. According to Franklin, why would any document created by committee be faulty? According to his opinion, why would he thinks that this constitution has some flaws. And he said that will not be able to create a perfect document. Why does he think so? Why does he think so? Yusuf Awad, are you ready now to answer? Yusuf Awad left. Yusuf, what's wrong with your mic? طيب. I have Yasin, Kiara. I have 5 people only with mics. طب Yasmin Said, can you hear me? Yasmin?
Yes, Mister.
Can you answer this question?
Okay.
Go ahead.
أقرأ بس كده. هو ثانية. طب ثانية.
Take your time.
I think because they care only about money and power.
You are answering question 3A?
Yes.
Maybe. Yani, in other words, we can say this point, yani, each one of the people who ratify this constitution each person has his own interests. Maybe? Another opinion, guys? Another reason? Another reason? He said that each one comes from a different background. They have their different opinions. Okay, so each person thinks that he is infallible. He makes no mistakes. In brief, he thinks that they have different opinions, and people with different opinions can't agree on one perfect document. Any document which would be written by such different people must have some mistakes. This is his opinion. But although this constitution has some mistakes, but it is still perfect. Okay? Question 3b. What is Franklin saying about human nature? What is Franklin saying about human nature? I think we have just answered this question. Who wants to answer this question?
Mr. I have an answer. For B, it's flawed.
Okay, Osama, what's your answer?
It's flawed. What Frank is saying about the human nature is flawed.
It has some people think that they are flawless. They make no mistakes, right? Each person, this is part of our nature. This is what he said. Each of us, Osama thinks that he is perfect and he makes no mistakes. Ibrahim thinks that he is perfect, he makes no mistakes, right? And this is something natural in us. Every person thinks that he is the only right and the others are fallible. He thinks that he is infallible, he makes no mistakes, and all the others do. Right, Osama?
Right.
Okay, he thinks that each one of us thinks he is perfect and others are imperfect. Thank you, Osama, for your participation. You are the most active in this session. Okay, question 4. What three reasons does Franklin give for finally agreeing to accept the Constitution? What 3 reasons? Mention any reason, guys. I think we expressed his opinions over the previous questions. What reasons does he give for finally accepting the Constitution? Just want to check the attendees now. Guys who don't have the mics, consider yourselves absent. Mariam Naqib, Hassan Ruhaym, Ali Gizi, Abdurrahman Boghdadi. I ask you to solve the problems with your mics again and again. Consider yourselves absent, I'm sorry. And those who participate in the session and don't answer any question, consider yourselves absent. Osama is active, Ryan answered, Yassine answered, Yusuf Awad answered. Can anybody give me the reasons why he accepted the Constitution? Right, let's move to 4B. Evaluate how effectively does he convey the thought process that brought him from doubt about the Constitution to a decision to accept it. How effectively does he convey the thought process? He thought that nobody is perfect, as we said, and this gathering can't make a perfect Constitution. This is why he accepted it. Let's move on to the next part. Literary analysis. Explain the persuasive message in each speech. We studied 2 speeches, right? Patrick Henry's speech and Benjamin Franklin's speech. What do Henry and Franklin want their audience or audiences to think and do? We said that a speech is a couple of words which want your audience to behave or act in a specific way. If you remember, what does Henry want his audience to do, guys? What does Patrick Henry want his audience to do?
Yes, sir, I want to answer.
You want to answer, Yusuf?
Oh.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Henry wants his audience to do like something about Britain.
Yeah.
And Franklin wants them together things will get better and use their thoughts.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Yusuf. You almost gave the good answer for the first part. Henry wanted to fight England because he said to his audience that we tried everything. We petitioned, we asked them, we prostrated in front of the king and kissed his hands to give us some right. We've been doing this for 10 years or more, but we didn't get any rights. So we need to carry weapons and fight the British Empire and get our independence. This is his message. Okay, so the action he wanted his audience to do is to carry weapons and fight the British Empire or England. As for Franklin, he was, after America got its independence, he was in the convention for the Constitution Convention. He wanted all the attendees to accept or ratify the Constitution, right? This is the action he wanted them to do. Okay, thank you, Yusuf. Use a chart like this to, like the one shown, to note examples and describe the effects of each speaker's use of his rhetorical devices. Remember the rhetorical devices, we said allusion, parallelism, repetition, restatement, and so on. Kiara, welcome back, Kiara. Okay. Right, we'll move on to next page. We have some vocabulary lesson here. Relate new vocabulary to familiar words. The word unanimity, we talked about this word a lot. Again, unanimity means full agreement by all the people attending a place or attending an event. All the people agree, okay? Or all the people have the same opinion. All of them agree or all of them disagree. They agreed unanimously, they disagreed unanimously, okay? The word unanimity comes from the Latin word unanimous, meaning of one mind, and all of the people have the same opinion. Franklin did not feel the delegates to the convention would ever be fully of one mind. The word combines the prefix uni, which means one, uniform, university, unisex, unilateral, and so on. Unicorn, the uni means one. With the root anima, which means being, like animate or soul or mind. Both word parts contribute to other words with which you are probably familiar. Write a definition for each word below. Then explain how the meaning of the prefix uni or the root animate contributes to the meaning of each word. We have animate. Animate is a being or soul or a mind. Animation, you know, animation parties and so on. When we animate someone, we send life back into this thing or person. Universe, universe, it's one universe. Unify, fi is a verb which means make, unify, make one. When unify our country, or we are unified. And unique, you know, unique means like no other, or he is one, or she is one. Allah is unique, or God is unique, okay? Right. For each vocabulary word, choose the letter of the antonym or word that most closely expresses an opposite meaning. Then explain your reasoning. So, despotism. I need the opposite of despotism, guys. Who knows the opposite of despotism? Is it tyranny, democracy, or cruelty? Despotism, we said it in the speeches. I explained it again and again. A despot is a dictator. Despotism means dictatorship. So despotism means, but here we need the opposite.
Democracy.
Democracy, this is Kiara.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Kiara. So the opposite of despotism is democracy. The opposite of despotism, because despotism means tyranny and cruelty at the same time. Despot is a tyrant or cruel person. Okay, thank you, Kiara. Privileges. Privileges. What is the opposite? What is the antonym of privileges? Who knows the answer? Yasin, can you give me the opposite of privileges?
Opposite of privileges.
Mm-hmm.
Privilege means luxury مثلا. Opposite privileges.
A privilege is an advantage, right? You have an advantage.
Handicap مثلا.
No, I have a list. I have A, B, or C. Can you see the screen?
ماشي. Penalties.
Penalties. Okay, thank you. Salutary. Salutary. The opposite of salutary. Who wants to answer? What is the opposite of salutary? Salutary, guys, means helping improve or causing improvement or behavior or character. Okay, Kiara, go ahead. You want to answer?
Damaging.
Damaging?
A. Damaging.
Damaging, okay. Right, what about insidious? Insidious, we said the meaning insidious of treacherous, if you remember. Insidious means treacherous. I want Ryan to do it. What is the opposite of, what is the antonym of insidious, Ryan?
Innocent.
Innocent. Good. Innocent. Insidious means not direct, not straight forward, treacherous. But innocent means, you know, innocent. Okay. Unanimity. Osama, can you do this? Unanimity. What is the antonym? What is the opposite of unanimity, Osama? Harmony, discussion, or discord? Osama, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the opposite? What is the antonym of unanimity? Remember the meaning of unanimity, Osama? When we have one opinion.
Unanimity.
Yes. When we have one opinion.
أيوة يبقى agreement. Agreement. يبقى
What the opposite of agreement? No problem. Huh? Is it harmony, discussion, or discord?
harmony.
When there is harmony between two people يبقى there is agreement. طب بالعربي يقول لك مفيش هارموني كده بيننا، مفيش انسجام. لما يكون في انسجام or harmony يبقى في agreement يا أسامة. ها؟ لما يكون في اختلاف يبقى discord, right? Okay, do you agree with me? So the opposite of unanimity is discord. Okay, vigilant. Yusuf Awad. Vigilant.
Vigilant.
عندك فيل ولا يا أسامة؟ يا يوسف.
لا ده عشان نور.
Okay. Vigilant.
طب Arabic.
The opposite.
طب its synonym is what?
Do you remember it? كده vigilant, invigilate, invigilator. Vigilant means alert. Yusuf, so what's the answer? Yusuf, can you hear me ولا ايه المشكلة؟ طيب. I'm not sure where Yusuf went. Yusuf. Okay, Ryan, go ahead.
It's careless.
Careless. Good. careless. When you are vigilant, you are cautious, you are alert, you are careful. Vigilant, opening your eyes wide, you're careful. But when you are careless, okay, you don't care. Right. Let's skip this part. Okay, thank you guys. I'll end the session here. Thank you for your attendance. As for Mariam Naqib, Hassan Ruhaim, Ali Gizi, and Abdurrahman Boghdadi, you should solve the problem with your mics again. I said this again and again. Okay. You consider yourselves absent. I'm sorry. And I'd like to thank the 5 people who were active and answered: Kiara, Osama, Ryan, Yassine, and Yusuf Al. Thank you guys. See you. I've just chat. Okay, this was Osama. Thank you, Osama. I'll end the session.